Of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports.
Let's go, let's go! Block 80! I know he ain't got it. Hey, Nicholas, 66. Black and third!
Melvin Gordon, the two-time Pro Bowler. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
Check to Nickers.
They run it here with Gordon. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. An interesting note about the Steelers opening up on the road here. It's the 5th season in a row that they have started away from home. Longest active streak in the league. And, of course, pitting them against the Patriots, two of the most storied franchises, especially in the last couple of decades. Since 2002, these two teams have met in 3 AFC championship games, with New England getting the better of Pittsburgh all 3 times. And you think of the Lombardi trophies, with New England winning last year. Each of these franchises has 6 trophies, tied for the most in the entire league.
Alert! You must be dreaming.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Going deep here for Parker. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Hey, Charlie. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Roethlisberger will throw. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Protein spill. 24. Let's go. 52.
On 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Check. Fresno. Pilot, 64. Weak.
They're going to run. This is Gordon. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Hey, exit. Jack 16. Take 2 of them. 61. Matchbox lights. 44. Tighten up.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. And this is caught. It's Parker. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Hey, alert, 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 alert!
Now Gordon on first down. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the Steelers' 9-yard line.
So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now second and inches. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Steps away to his left. He'll run it. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
And him running the football is not something the defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. From 6 yards away. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive.
Partner, I think we can all agree that that was a pretty darn good opening drive right there. And the key to it all, going for it on fourth down earlier in the drive. Set a tone for it. And the best part, it made it pay off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Okay, just like that. Just like that. Hey, 66.
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
It's a gain of 10.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Brady. This one into the hands of Burton. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 45 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. On first and 10, it's Lindsay. And he's got room. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 21-yard touchdown run. As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. They go back to Gordon here on first down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
65. Hey, Delta. Let's go.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. They'll let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the former Patriot, Patrick Chung. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Let's get this.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a first and 10. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
A gain of 16 yards.
Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a first and 10. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. So first and 10 now from the 30.
No. Me. 57.
From the gun, it's Brady. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. Extending the arm.
Oh, yes, it works. And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still... Easy. Y'all playing the wrong... 80 weapons.
They'll run on first down. It's Gordon. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Melvin Gordon, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front.
What's up? 59, what's up? 59, what's up? Out. Check.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass, so you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. To throw, it's Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
To try again after the sack. Brady. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
Like that! 180! And watch your leg! These two! 50. Check 52. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Let's go, team. It's going to be a long flag.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And it's caught by Parker. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he's got this down to the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It's a gain of 34. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Recon, 152 fighter. 77. Back. Luther,
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Melvin Gordon on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember.
He's got a man, complete. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 64 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go, boy. Bring it up.
We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Taylor Gabriel there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. Now Crosby for the point after. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Steelers 14.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
He'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 13.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald with a sack.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's it.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Brady going to throw. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with second and a yard.
Jack 15. 58 for Mike. 58 Alpha.
Now Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Zach Pascal, the intended receiver, and it's third and short.
Third down and 1.
They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's third and 1. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. So we have come upon halftime in the Sunday night opener from Foxborough, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Here's Brady. A little check down to Lindsey. No gain, and it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now a carry for Lindsey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And able to find Conley. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Wait, that. Wait, Eddie! Watch the run, watch the run. Sugar!
From midfield, here's Brady. And this is Gabriel on the catch. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't it?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
And it's third down.
Wait, that 380.
To throw is Brady. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10.
Show that bench release and go.
Here's Roethlisberger. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5.
Bullet high.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Here's a give to Richard. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And a healthy gain of 8 here. They double their workspace out to the 16. They'll go again with Lindsey. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Wait, set. Round 80. Round 80.
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Brady now on first down. He'll find Lindsey here. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
Back now in Foxborough. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4.
Wait,
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert, looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And it brings up 3rd down.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Brady. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 38-yard line.
17 yards.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Brady now on first down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now with the game disc.
There goes Melvin Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Another run by Lindsey. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time, but a Pittsburgh first.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. It's complete to Fuller. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Brady now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Brady. Caught here by Conley. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. From the gun, it's Brady. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Patriots get the football back.
Don't get nervous.
On 1st down, Gordon. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
This is Gordon. There goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Melvin Gordon, 77 yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Trey Flowers picks it. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Now, this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it It's caught at the 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Will Fuller, 51 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Crosby with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England 1st down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Gordon. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
Check nickel.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. That kind of looked like a defense fed up by being gashed in the running game all night.
Yeah, and imagine their coach saying, if you're fed up on that play, where were you the rest of the time? What took you so long? But flip it over to the offensive side. They've been dominating this thing, and to finally have a play go against them, that's not something that's going to make them feel very good this evening.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do, take the...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, but now I'm listening to you. So for the Pats, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our...
I do this for the